Hi there, this is Jake at Ambis, and I just want to give you a little bit of advice in terms of doing presentations as part of the interview process. The first thing is really the only thing that matters. It's your initial first impression. In most of these presentations, when you first stand up and deliver the first 15 seconds of the presentation, half of the audience are going to decide within those 15 seconds whether you can do a presentation and whether you are someone that they're going to want to work with and going to want to hire. It's first impressions, and that's the way of the world. Now, I went on a training course about 15, 20 years ago, and the guy talked about how to do presentations and how to win over that first few seconds. And his view was that you stood up. If you don't want to stand up in the presentation, there isn't really any point in going. If you sit down for your presentation, you will not get the job. So you have to stand up. If you don't stand up, forget it. So you stand up, you look the audience in the eye, so you individually engage with each of them, and you smile. So literally, you stand up and you look at them and you smile, and then you start your presentation with, "Hello, I'm obviously your name, and I'm here to talk about this." And if you've got your body language is nice and open, you look them in the eye, you smile, then the first impression that you've got is that it's absolutely bang on. So what you really need to do when you first get into the room, you don't want to be fiddling around with your arse in the air and messing around with wires. You want to try and make sure that when you get in, you can set up the presentation really quite quickly so that you're ready to turn around and start the presentation with a very open body language and the big smile and the big looking in and getting eye contact. And that would be my advice. In most instances, the presentation is more important than the content. So start off with a fantastic beginning and that'll do the trick. Now, the next bit of the presentation is that you have to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So the beginning is, "Hi, I'm going to talk to you about this." The middle is, "Hey, this is what I'm going to say." And the end bit is, "So we've talked about this, and the conclusion is." And at that point, you want to throw the presentation away from you and over to them. And you want to finish it by saying, "So has anyone got any questions?" And then you sit down. So there's a call for them to do something. So has anyone got any questions? And then you've got an opportunity of disengaging from the presentation and sitting down and going on to the next stage of it. That's my advice. I hope it helps. Thanks then. Come on, Jane. Now that is slightly irritating.